Hi everybody, it's ChristyRocksXO, and today I bring you guys another wreath that I'm so excited to share with you. It's a Halloween wreath, and let me just show you what I've created this time around. Isn't it so cute? Like, I am obsessed with it. It came out so good. Like, I'm really impressed, you guys. So, all of the things that you see on this wreath are from the 99-cent store. And there's a couple of things that I wasn't able to find at the 99-cent store, but I did get it at Dollar Tree. So, how much do you guys think this wreath cost? Altogether, this wreath cost me $15. Isn't it amazing? Look at this. $15 for this wreath. You guys, so before we get into the tutorial, I quickly wanted to thank my new subscribers and my old subscribers for all the love and support that you've showed me on my fall wreath video. It truly means a lot to me. I just want to thank you for all the support you show on any of my videos, because I love putting out content for you guys. And when you guys enjoy it, it makes me really, really happy. So if you're new here, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I have a lot of new content coming out. If you're ever bored, just go ahead and check out my other content. So let's get into the tutorial, you guys. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Bye. Alright, you guys, so before we get started on making that awesome wreath, I want to go ahead and just show you everything that I bought. Now, everything that I have here, I'm probably not going to use every single thing. However, when I go to buy my decorations for my wreath, I like to buy a plethora of things. That way I have options to work with. I bought this bow with this skull on it. This was 99 cents. Oh my gosh, and it lights up. I need to put batteries in it. I just realized that it lit up. So I'm definitely going to be incorporating this into my wreath. I bought some creepy little skull hands. Everything is from the 99-cent store, like I said in my previous clip, from the 99-cent store and Dollar Tree, but mainly from the 99-cent store. So here I have some creepy little spider web from the 99-cent store. I have these creepy spiders from the 99-cent store. So there were a couple items that I couldn't find at the 99-cent store, and this metal wreath was one of them, so I got this at Dollar Tree. I have these flowers here from the 99-cent store. Alright, and next up are these purple lights that I got at the Dollar Tree. I did get 3 packs that I will be incorporating into my wreath. My deco mesh is all going to be black. I want that creepy little vibe. I bought this sign that I'll be incorporating, possibly. Definitely incorporating this flying skull. I think it is so creepy. This is from the 99-cent store as well. This is the ribbon that I'll be using. I bought this chevron black and orange pattern and these spooky little jack-o'-lanterns that say Happy Halloween. I thought that would go good together. I also got some just all black ribbon. I found this awesome floral spray. It has a spider. I'm probably going to cut it up into pieces, most definitely. And then I also have this sign that says Trick or Treat. And I also bought some batteries for the lights here. So with that all being shown and said, you guys, let's go ahead and let's start and creating our masterpiece. Alright, so I like to start prepping my ribbon before I actually get into making my wreath. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure out my ribbon to 14 inches in length. However, you can go ahead and measure out your ribbon to whatever length you like. There's no rhyme or reason. I just really like the longer pieces. I like the way it looks in the wreath. So go ahead and measure out your ribbon. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the all black into probably 9-inch pieces. And then I'm gonna cut this ribbon into 14-inch pieces as well. So you go ahead and continue cutting your ribbon. Alright, so now that we have all of our ribbon cut up, per usual, I love the ducktail look on the ends of my ribbon. So that's what I'll be doing to all of the ribbon I'll be using. So you just go ahead and you cut at an angle. And there you have your ducktails. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you a couple more. You just grab your ribbon, you fold it in half. So just like that, fold it in half. Then you fold it in half once again. And you go through and you cut the closed side diagonally. See that? Place your scissors right there. You just cut all the way to the edge. And you're left with a ducktail. I personally love the look of this. Alright, so now that I have my wreath all prepped with the pipe cleaners, I'm going to go ahead and start putting on my Deco mesh. I'm going to just use all black, and I'm going to be doubling this up. So I'll be putting it on together. So I usually just overlap them. I like to let the ends fall onto the floor. I feel like it's easier to work with that way. Just let it fall on the floor. It's just so much easier for me. So you want to go ahead and grab both of the pieces of Deco mesh, lay them on top of each other. Once you have it onto the wreath, you can go ahead and separate them, puff your puffs out. So just like that, and I just go ahead and pinch it. And we're going to start here on the bottom row. So I like to leave a little tail. I like to leave a little tail, that way I can just go ahead and tuck it in the back. So you want to go ahead and give it about 2 to 3 twists. I say about 2 twists, just so you don't run out of pipe cleaner. Go ahead and give it 2 twists. That way it's in there securely and it's not gonna move around once you start putting other things on top. Like, that's the worst thing. If there's anything that I learned when it comes to making wreaths, is give your twists a couple of twists. Give your ties a couple of twists, okay? Okay, so I'm going to be measuring out my Deco mesh. I'm going to be measuring out my puffs. I think I'm going to go about, 15 inches. Measure out all of your puffs to about 15. So just like this. Here at the 15 mark, just go ahead and grab it. There you have it. And then you want to go ahead, scrunch it up right here, puff it up, and secure it down. Like I said, give it about 2 twists and tug on it, like pull it, so that way it's tight. Okay? Alright, so here we're going to start on the top row. You're going to go ahead and you're going to measure out all your puffs once again to 15 inches. And I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward. I think you guys kind of got the gist of how to do this part. Go through and I'm going to puff out all of my puffs. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to do the top row and the bottom row. I'm contemplating if I want to add the lights first or if I want to add the lights last. I don't know, so I'm going to play around really quick. So here's the lights that I bought. They're super nice. They're purple. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and put them in first. I don't really know. This is the first time I use lights, so I don't really know like how I'm going to go about it. I'm probably going to tie it down. I'm probably going to tie, I'm probably going to tie them down. Alright, so now that I've had some time to kind of play around with the lights, I've decided to go ahead and tie down the lights into each pipe cleaner that I have on this wreath. So I will be putting a row of lights on the bottom and on the top rows of this wreath. Right here you're just seeing me tie down each light. I also want to add that adding lights just adds that special little touch. I definitely recommend it. This is my first time adding lights into any of my wreaths, and I just regret not adding lights into every single wreath. But you live and you learn, and you just keep on trucking. So that's what you see here. I'm just tying down every light into each pipe cleaner. So go ahead and do that if you decide on adding these magical lights to your wreath. Alright, so now that I have my lights secured down into my wreath, I'm going to go ahead and start placing my ribbon into every single pipe cleaner. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you one more. Pinch it right in the middle. Grab your next ribbon. Pinch it right in the middle. Grab your next ribbon, pinch it right in the middle, and put it right across. Alright, so here you have the wreath all full of ribbon. I fluffed out all the ribbon. So here's what it looks like, just like that. I went ahead and turned the lights off for now. But that's what that looks like. It came out so nice. I'm loving it already. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could just leave it like this, because I mean it really looks really nice. However, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some decorative pieces. I bought a few pieces like you've seen before I started. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be adding, what I'm not going to be adding. I'm going to play around, which I advise you to do. Play around with the decorative pieces that you bought and go ahead and, you know, figure out what you want on your wreath, what you don't want. That's why I kind of like to buy a plethora of things, and then I go ahead and I tally it up at the end, like the price. I tally up the price, and I let you guys know exactly how much I ended up actually spending on this. Go ahead and I'm going to play around. Maybe I want him sitting like right here. And what I will do when I pin down this guy, I'm going to bring all my ribbon in front of him. So if it's overlapping on his torso or his chest, it's okay. I want my ribbon to show. I don't want these pieces to cover my ribbon. It's so nice. And then so I have this guy right here. His eyes light up. So awesome. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up putting him here in the corner. I'm going to first glue down this middle piece. But before I go ahead and glue down this middle piece, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift all of my ribbon up. So you will have to go through and fluff your ribbon again, okay? So it's going to go just like that, right in the middle, straight across. And like I said, I'm bringing all this ribbon to the front because there's no point for it to be behind it. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to take these little, you can just pull them out just like this. Just pull them right out. Okay, so another little tip that I have for you. If you're working on a desk that you don't mind ruining, you don't need this tip. But if you're working on a desk that you do mind ruining, this towel I use for nail polish. It looks dirty, but it's not. I wash it all the time, except it's just stained with a bunch of nail polish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this blanket down just in case any hot glue falls on the bottom of it. I do not want my desk getting hot glue on it. Okay, so now that that's on there, I'm going to go ahead. Ow! Hurt myself again with the glue. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this little creature and I'm going to put him on this puff right here, just like this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and glue his wing down to this sign as well. Here I'm going to probably glue him down right here in the corner onto the Deco mesh right here where my hand's at. And I'll probably end up cutting some of this. Yeah, I'll probably end up cutting some of this ribbon because it's a little long for me. We'll see once I put it on what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just, you know what, let me trim this stuff off. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some glue all along his back. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut all of these branches just like that. I mean, they're coming apart just like that. But I'm going to go, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut through all these branches. I'm just going to cut them off. So now what I'm going to do with these little branches, I'm going to end up just putting them in my piece somewhere, somehow. Maybe like back here on this. So when you have things like this, you just want to go ahead and play around with it. Just go ahead and play around. Probably put one, not this one, put the bigger one. The one. So I'll probably just go ahead and put it right behind this sign here. Just like that. Turn it around so I can see what it looks like. Ooh! It's coming out so good! Hope I'm recording it. Yeah, I'm recording. Gotta make sure I'm still recording. Okay, so his head moves and I don't like that. So I think I'm gonna glue his head down. Glue it in. So I think I'm gonna glue his head so it stays straight down. I'm just gonna throw some glue in his neck and just like that. So I don't want his head to be moving around. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add this little creepy hand right here. I'm gonna have him coming out like if he's coming out from behind it, you know? So I'm gonna load his little hand up with glue. And I'm going to glue them right in the middle. You got to hold them for a little bit so it can stick on. Show you how I'm about to glue these boxes on. I want to make sure that all of the light switches are facing up so it's easier for me when I go to turn them on. And I'm also going to make sure that since these are battery operated, they need batteries. Right here there's a screw that you have to unscrew when you need to change the battery. So you don't want to put glue on this side and then glue it down, because guess what? You're not going to be able to change your batteries unless you pull it off, then you can. But to save you some trouble and not have to pull it off, make sure that you glue it on to the side where the battery pack doesn't need to be open. So just like that, make sure the screw is right side up. And I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm not going to glue them together like this because I do need to open them. So just a little gap is perfectly fine. Okay, so let me see here. Make sure that make sure you don't glue your wires down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place some glue alongside the wire wreath, and that will hold your battery pack in place. And the reason why I want to glue it down is because I don't want the battery pack to be wobbling around, making things extra heavy. You know, I want it to stay on and be secure. So I'm just gonna put some glue onto my wreath. Put some glue right here on the bottom. Make sure you leave a gap because you do not want to glue them together, because you're going to need to open them up. So just like that, the packs are secured nice and tight. And I have another one right here because I wanted to disperse the lights evenly. You can go ahead and put them all on top and light it how you want, but I personally wanted to disperse the lights evenly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little glue right here on the wreath, and right here, and I'm gonna glue it down just like that. So now the battery pack is nice and secure. It's not gonna be wobbling around. I'm not gonna have to worry about that. And then I can still access my lights easily. See? Right on top. No fussing. Just like that. Every single thing here is $1. I know how at the 99-cent store things can run from $1.99 to $5.99, $4.99, but everything here, I made sure that I went with everything for 99 cents. So here's another wreath that I created. I'm so in love with it. I really love it, you guys. I'm gonna show you here in the next clip, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the lights on in the evening time, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the daytime hung on my door. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get into the next clip.